Hello students, today I am going to start with a new chapter, that is library classes. Library classes is what? Before that, you know about the package. Whenever we are writing a program, we need to uh, call some package or import some package to our program to use some functions from that package. And as usual, when we start Java program, then java.lang package was invoked itself. So it is known as default package. So the packages are two type. One is predefined packages and another one is user defined packages. Predefined packages are known as library classes. And these library packages, what we are generally using, that is your java.io, java.util, java.lang. These all are library classes which one always we are using as much as in all the Java programs. Now, in library classes, some other packages are also there, and that is the those packages. Those classes, some few more classes are there. Which one is the part of java.lang file, lang packages, and what is that? One is string library packages classes is there, character library class is there, then maths library class is there, system classes is there, then wrapper class is there. So today I am going to discuss about the character package and your wrapper classes. First of all, maths package, that one you have already, math classes you have already done in standard 9. All those functions which one is related to maths package, that we have done, math.sqrt, math.pow, math.epс, math.max, math.mean, all those functions are there. Secondly, which one is system package? In system package, generally it is consist of three functions: system.in, system.out, and system.error. So in almost in all functions we have used system.in, system.out, but only the error was we have not used. Now the time has come to talk about little bit wrapper classes. Wrapper classes generally convert a data type from string to another primitive data type. So for that, we wrapper classes provide us many of the functions like parse int function, parse double, parse float, and parse long. You have done in standard 9 when you are doing the program with input stream reader, then we used to input with integer.parseInt functions we use to convert a string data type to integer data type. Similarly, double dot parse double function we use to convert a string data type to double data type, and these all are the part of wrapper classes, and wrapper classes just convert this one to any data type to just object. And now we will come to character package, character classes. In character class also so many functions are there. I will show you one by one functions use and syntax. And before that I will say what all functions are there: is digit, is letter or digit, is uppercase, is lowercase, two uppercase, two lowercase, and is white space. So these all are the character library functions which one we can use in our program. So how to write these functions and how to use it, let we will see a little bit briefly. Now just see, if you are entered one character, you have taken one variable, and you are taken one variable, that is ch. Now I suppose to enter a variable value to this. So maybe I have written a program, and over there scanner class was declared, and in is the object of scanner class, and with this in object I am going to enter a character. How I am going to enter a character? You can enter the character by writing ch is equal to in dot next. In dot next means I can enter a word, and after that within the bracket I can write char at 0. Actually, directly any functions we cannot use to enter a character, but we can use this caret functions of string function to accept a character. So here, when we have entered the word, then from that word 0 position character will be stored in ch, and that one is the character type. Character type can store only one character at a time, so this character is there. Now after this, if this character is a digit or letter, that I am going to check. So how I will check? I can write is letter, but because this one is letter is ch, because this one is a character function, I supposed to write a character over here where c is capital letter, char dot is letter. Do you remember when we are using maths function, that time we supposed to write math dot pow, math dot sqrt, like that. So like that we are supposed to write character dot is letter ch. If this one is letter, whatever character we have entered in ch, that is the letter, then it will be give me the value that is true. Otherwise it will be give me the value that is false. So that means whenever we are going to use this function return type will be always a boolean data. Return type is always boolean data type. So whenever we will use this, then if we are storing the answer in a character or in a variable, we will take a variable and we want to store the result of this function over there, then we supposed to take that variable as boolean data type, because return type of this functions is boolean. Now after this we can use another function, that one is character dot is digit, e digit. So whatever letter you have entered, whatever character you have entered, that is a digit or not, that you can check with over here. And within the parenthesis you supposed to pass the variable where you have stored that data, and then it will be give you the value is written again in boolean, either it is yes or it is no, either it is true or it is false. That depend upon the data what you have entered here. Now next function is character dot is uppercase. Is uppercase. You know Java is treat that character. Java is a case sensitive language, and Java always treat this character, capital letter and small letter, differently. So that's why when you will check it is uppercase or lowercase, then it will be give you the result as true or false again, because is uppercase means either whatever the character you have entered, you are checking that it is a uppercase letter or it is a lowercase letter. Yes. Now when we are talking about this character is uppercase, I want to make you clear here. Always see, whenever you will write a function name, always that function, if the function is having many words over there, then you supposed to start with that function with small letter, then followed by another word. When it will be start, that will be capital letter, this uppercase U will be capital, then case C will be capital. So always whenever you will write a function name like this, then it will be correct. Otherwise it will be give you error message, because that functions will be not recognized by the compiler. So whenever you will write a functions, you supposed to see that function should be started with small letter and followed by how many words are there. Each word first letter should be capital letter and no spaces are allowed inside the functions. Now similarly some other functions is there, that is character dot is lowercase. Is lowercase, that means whatever character you have stored in this ch, that is a lowercase character or not, it is going to be give you either true value or it will be give you false value. Next function is character dot to uppercase ch, and another one is character dot to lowercase. So what is these two functions? These two functions will always give return value in char data type, because with the name only you can understand two uppercase. That means if your character is there in lowercase, then this function is going to be converted your character to uppercase. If you have entered ch is equal to capital A, then your result will be small a. That means if you have entered small a, then your answer will be capital A. And here character to lowercase, that means if you are entering in capital letter A, then your answer will become in small a. So these two functions are giving you the answer in character data type. So always you remember, whenever any function is started with the word is, any function started with the word is, that will be give you result in Boolean data type, that means true or false. But rather than that, only two functions are there, which one is started with 2, which one will give me the value in char data type. Now come to the next one and last one, that is character dot is white space. Character dot is white space. That means whatever the character you have entered, that character is a blank space or not. White space means it is a blank space or not. Okay, so if it is a blank space, then it will be give you true value, and if it is not a blank space, any other character special sign you have entered, then it is going to give you false value. Blank space also known as a character in Java, so it will be checked that one is a blank space or not. White space means blank space. So these all functions can be used for character library, and it is already present in java.lang package. No need to include any more packages into your class, but whenever you are going to use these functions, before that you supposed to write characters. So it will be go to character class and bringing your functions, and it will be linked to your class and giving you the result. So I think you have remember how many class functions I have, how many character functions I have discussed with you, and with these functions we can write some program in next video. So till that time, bye bye, and please read your chapter which one is there, library classes.